What's going on, my trainer club? Today we're going to check out Yveltal in Pokemon Go again. I know we did it once, but I have found some unique situations where Yveltal does shine good, and I am going to give you a re-evaluation to see what we do with Yveltal in Pokemon Go. So, welcome to the trainer club. Here we go! Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below how you guys are doing on Yveltal in Pokemon Go. We have the excellent throw tutorial out. We have everything out for Yveltal resources that you guys do need, including the counter guide. So, what we're gonna do today, obviously I have made a best of the best. If you guys wanna check it out up here, I break down all the stats, I compare it to Darkrai as far as the stats go and where it sits against each other, which is still relevant. It still sits at pretty much the exact same. If you guys didn't see it, let's check that out real quick right now. So as far as the dark type attackers, Mega Tyranitar is gonna sit in #1 spot with DPS times TDO a Bite Crunch at 4423. Then we have Mega Houndoom coming in second, Mega Gyarados in third, Shadow Tyranitar in fourth. That's the only one right there that is not a Mega. First one is gonna be Bite Crunch combination 2705. And we have Shadow Weavile that I did talk about, 2655, that's going on during this event space right now. And then we have Darkrai at the bottom with Snarl and Dark Pulse at 2203. And if we go to the next page, we're going to see the Yveltal in the third spot, so that's going to be 13 with Snarl and Dark Pulse at 1865 in comparison to the Darkrai that's at the 2203. So it is a bit different from the Yveltal sitting right there. So looking over that comparison, if we take the Darkrai and the Yveltal, Darkrai is obviously a stronger Pokemon. There is no question about that. I'm still going to stand by my meta raid attackers. I don't think that Yveltal is worth to power up multiples of this Pokemon, but in light of this Pokemon being released, in light of it being uploaded to PvPoke, which we're gonna check out here in a second to see where it does rank, and a couple unique comparisons to Darkrai against specific Pokemon from Pokebattler, I'm gonna say that there is potential to power one up under certain situations. So let's check those out right now. So if we are looking at PvPoke right now, we have Yveltal sitting in spot 149 in the Ultra League. So in the Ultra League, it's not super relevant. Remember, these legendary Pokemon really do shine the best when they can get to their maximum potential typically. And the Darkrai is so far down in the Ultra League, it's completely irrelevant. So as far as the Master League Classic goes, if you guys did watch my entire tips video, I did cover this as well. It is actually gonna be sitting in spot #3 with Snarl, Dark Pulse, and Focus Blast. This Pokemon does do work, actually. It's pretty unique in this space, ranked #3, and then when you XL it in the regular Master League, it is going to be ranked 7. So, guys, that is extremely good, and here is going to be the reason why. As far as its weaknesses and resistances go, it's going to be weak to Rock, Fairy, Ice, and Electric. So Gardevoir being in there, Togekiss, definitely gonna do work against this Pokemon. And then if we're using some type of Ice or Electric Pokemon, is still gonna do work. Even something like a Melmetal is still gonna do a little bit of work, just a little bit, with the Thunder Shock because it's dark and flying combination. But it's also recommending Focus Blast, right? So Focus Blast is gonna handle all steel types, including Dialga, as well as Melmetal. If you do land a Focus Blast on one of those Pokemon, they are pretty much going to be KO'd. It's going to hit them extremely hard, so that is one thing that is going to be advantageous to us. And then #2, I'm going to look at the resistances. So it's going to be double resistant to ground. What does that look like for you? A lot of people are using the Groudon. Groudon is going to be a ground typing. What happens? It is double resistant because of the flying type combination. So with it being flying and dark type, it does add a weakness, but it also does add double resistances, which is really powerful. And with it being dark, it's going to double resist Psychic, so Mewtwo is going to get double resisted with that Psystrike combination. However, Mewtwo does get Thunderbolt as well as the Ice Beam. So if somebody is running that combination, that's gonna be slightly problematic here, but the resistance, if it is not running one of those, is going to be really powerful. Also, since it's dark, it's gonna be weak to fighting, and since it's flying, it's gonna be resistant to fighting, so that makes it neutral to fighting, as opposed to the Darkrai that is going to be weak to the fighting. And then it's also going to resist Dark, Ghost, and Grass. So Ghost in there, Giratina. Giratina coming through with the Ghost moves. This is going to be kind of like a wall to the Giratina. And since it is a dark type combination and you're using Snarl and Dark Pulse, it's going to charge really fast. So it's really going to put quite a predicament if somebody is using a Giratina in the Master League. So with that unique comparison, I am going to recommend that you at least get one for if you're using it for Go Battle League, or if not, I'm going to show you why not right now, because if you don't want to use it there are going to be unique situation matchups where the Yveltal will outshine the Darkrai if there is a combination moveset that does benefit with its more resisted typing. So starting off, this one's going to be in favor of Darkrai. This is going to be something that doesn't really affect it, but check this out right here. So the Darkrai against Giratina altered form is going to be at rank 6. So 6th overall against this Pokemon as far as counters go. 721 and 19 deaths. So that does shine for the Darkrai, and the Yveltal is going to be ranked 24. With 19 deaths, the same exact as the Darkrai, but the Darkrai does shine in this situation. Next, we're going to check out the Mega Gengar counters. So here, Gengar does get Focus Blast. So, what happens to the combination of these two? Remember that Darkrai is going to be weak to that, so the recommended overall counters, the Yveltal is going to sit above the Darkrai. The Yveltal is going to be 726 seconds with 32 deaths, and the Darkrai is going to be 715 seconds, so slightly better on the time to win, but it's going to tote 48 deaths, which is a huge difference. That Pokemon dying out so fast is why the Yveltal is going ahead of it in this case situation, being that it's going to be neutral to the Focus Blast. And then if we pull a Pokemon that is not out yet, but is going to be an all ghost type, it's going to be the ghost type of the Arceus. The Darkrai is going to be at 779 seconds with 29 deaths in spot number 4. And then in spot number 7, we have Yveltal with the same exact moveset at 848 seconds with a total of 26 deaths. So in those different comparison, guys, Yveltal does still serve a purpose in the dark type category. It does have the dark and the flying type combination, which does make it more resistant sometimes, which allows it to do more damage in comparison to dying out a whole lot more like the Darkrai. So in my opinion, now that we have the full spectrum, I'm saying at least one good one that you have to power up. I would probably get enough candies to max it out to level 50, just to be safe, if you do want to use it in the XL 50, level 50. That's one thing, and with the resistances, maybe 2, but I wouldn't go beyond 2 because then we have Megas, we have Darkrai in there as well, that is a really good attacker, and then we have Shadows in there as well like Tyranitar and Weavile. So, that's my new recommendations. 1 to power up for sure. 2 if you really want to go for it, but I would not really go beyond 2 because there's a lot more meta raid attackers out there, Shadows included, but as of right now, especially for the Go Battle League, 1 is going to be really relevant. So if you're being conservative, that's a great place to be. So it actually does serve a purpose, dark and flying type coming in for the win and resisting some key meta attackers in the Go Battle Master League. So that's really exciting for all of us. So I appreciate you guys being here. Likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody who takes their support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.